Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody watching right now. Check this out, man. If you want to support the channel or yourself, I have some courses available. I also have a Retain gang community that you can join at your leisure if you want to take your self-improvement to the next level. All right, so I'll leave my links in my description. But I got a question from a guy. I've actually been getting this question a lot lately. What do I mean when I talk about spiritual warfare, or it's a spiritual war? Okay? And don't mind me, guys. I'm holding my phone today because I broke my tripod. You know what I'm saying? So I got to buy another one. But when I speak on spiritual warfare, all right, what I'm talking about is it's a war over your energy. It's a war over how your energy is being used by others. Okay? You see, you have what you call vampires out here. And these vampires, they have to siphon your energy because they don't have any energy for themselves. You know, that's how parasites work. Parasites, they can't sustain themselves on their own, so they have to leech on a host or a source to retrieve their energy. And then what they do is they use that energy for themselves, and then they suck the host dry. They leave the host with nothing. All right. So in our case, there is parasites and vampires out here that are trying to take your energy and use that energy to create a reality that benefits them. Not you, them. Okay. Now, just like you have vampires and you have leeches, you also have the opposite. You have angelic beings. You have light workers, right? That are trying to create a high vibrational world. So it's this war going on. It's polarity always, right? Life is duality. So you got up, down, left, right, good, bad, night, day, hot, cold, right? There's always going to be this duality. There's always going to be an opposition. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that you maintain the frequency that benefits you. You got to be aware when your energy is being used for something that's against you. Okay? And a lot of us don't know that. You see, you got to pay attention to certain events that happen. Right? You'll notice, like in the news or in the media, just certain times and dates, you will see a lot of negativity start being pushed out of nowhere. You'll start to see all this negative news come out of nowhere, and what it's doing is programming your mind to drop your frequency. Okay, because if you want to create a chaotic world, if you want to create a world that's malicious, you need low vibrational energy. You need negative energy. All right. So let's just say I want to create a catastrophic event, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put negative energy out there to make people angry and sad. And then I'm going to bottle up all this energy and use it to manifest that reality, to manifest a chaotic event. Okay, and this is done all the time, right? Especially during full moons. This is when you always see some craziness going on because that's when the emotions are at its highest. Full moons is when our emotions are at its most intense. You see what I'm saying? So these are times that you will see a lot of events happen to try to take your energy. Understand, guys, that there's things around us, you know, if you don't believe in the esoteric world, you still have to know that there's things around you that you can't see that affects your reality every day. Okay? You got radio waves, you got EMF waves, you got radiation. It's all type of things in the air that you can't see. You need special equipment to measure it, but it affects your reality every day. Okay? Our energy affects reality. Even in the scripture, it tells you when 2 or 3 gather together, you can create miracles. You can make things move. This is why if you ever heard of people doing mass meditations or mass meditation events, it's to siphon positive or high frequency energy to create a more benevolent world, a benevolent reality. And it works, you know. When Goku does a spirit bomb, what does he do? He collects all the energy from people around him, the animals, the plants, the Z fighters, everything. and it gets collected into this mass ball of energy. All right, so that's the same thing that happens when our energy gets collected. It gets bottled up into this massive sphere of energy. And then that energy gets dispersed out into the public, and it starts to make things happen. So there's been studies done when people do mass meditations in a city or area, that city or area actually starts to experience more high vibrational frequencies, low crime rate. The people are in better moods. You start seeing miracles happen, right? No car accidents, like things are just working well. And on the contrary, when you have people that are collecting negative energy, right, from these events that we talk about, a lot of it is lies too, being implanted in your mind to get you on a negative frequency so that you can push out negative energy, right? This is why I tell you guys, man, don't be on that TV so much, right? If you got to watch TV, make sure you got your third eye open. But don't look at things for face value, and don't let it get into your emotions, because as soon as your energy drops, your energy is being siphoned to create a chaotic world. When a lot of negative energy is being collected and it gets dispersed out, you start to see bad things happen. You start to see people acting crazy, people fighting and arguing, and accidents. I've noticed that too. Like just this past month, especially January, people were just on edge, man. People was just not vibing well at all. And that's because of everything that was going on. Okay, that energy is being collected and is being used. All right, guys. So this is what the spiritual warfare is, man. It's these things being used against you, taking your energy and using it against you. But you got to remember, this is your energy. So it can't be used unless you allow it to. But a lot of us allow it because we don't know. You get your energy drops, and then you wonder why you start attaching yourself to all these things, these negative frequencies and negative news. You start wondering why bad things are happening around you. Things aren't working out for you. You have no luck. Everything's falling apart. That's because your energy is being used against you, or the energy as a collective is being used against you. So this is why I say you got to protect yourself at all times. Excuse me. So this is why I say you got to protect yourself at all times, man. You got to make sure that your energy is always where you want it to be. All right. And the way that you do that is by showing gratitude. Always love yourself and show love to others as well. Okay. Don't think negative about other people, because when you do that, you send that frequency to them. And understand, you will be punished for that. When you send negative energy to people, it's going to come back to you twice as rough, twice as hard. Okay? For real. I'm not capping at all, guys. So you guys got to understand your energy is very valuable. Okay? And we take it for granted. We don't realize how powerful we are and what we can create, what we can do. This whole matrix is based off of you. It's based off of the darkness which is inside of you. You projecting your light. As a collective, we are the reason why this whole matrix is running right now. So this is why they need your energy to create the matrix that they want. This is why you can walk into a room and feel the vibes off rip. You are walking into a hub of electromagnetic energy, which is everybody's electromagnetic bodies being connected. You see, this is why you can walk into a room and feel bad vibes or good vibes, and it affects you. Your energy affects them. So when you have people that gather together with the same intentions, and if the intentions are positive, you start to change things spiritually. Like radiation, like EMF waves. That energy gets dispersed out and it starts to make moves. Okay? So if you guys haven't noticed, since this year has started, there's been a lot of negativity being dispersed out. This is why some of y'all might be feeling weird, or you might have been feeling low, right? But don't let that get under your skin. Don't let that hijack your body. Okay? Just because you feel it, that doesn't mean you're automatically going to adopt that negative energy. The only way that negative energy can really affect you is if you give it your attention and you give it so much of your attention, right? If you give it too much, then that's when it starts to pull from you. So you have a grace period where you can decide whether or not you want to connect to that frequency or not. Okay? So I want you guys to really understand what spiritual warfare is and why, you hear me and others say, this is the time, right? We're in spiritual warfare. This is the last days and all this, bro, because it's not about the physical. You're not battling the physical. You're battling the energetic side of the matrix. You're battling the esoteric and spiritual side of how you feel and what you're thinking, right? The frequencies. You're trying to combat that and keep yourself in a field of energy that you want to be in. That's the spiritual war. Because everything starts in the mind. Everything starts as a frequency first. If I can control the frequency, I can control the reality. I can control what manifests. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to manifest things that's not in your favor. Okay? So they have to siphon your energy. This is why I say, guys, pay attention to what you're listening to. Going to concerts and a lot of these big events, these are places where they siphon energy too. So just pay attention to what type of energy they're putting out there, what type of frequency they're putting out there for you to latch on to. If you don't feel right, get up out of there, because if you go somewhere where there's a large gathering of people and you start to feel low vibrational, your energy being stolen. All right. And that's a hub to gather negative energy to be used against you. All right. So think of it like this, right? If I want to create a very catastrophic event, right? Let's say the catastrophic event is a vehicle, but that vehicle needs gas. I'm going to plant seeds out here of negativity into the minds of the people. And then when you latch onto those seeds, I'm going to gather all that energy and use it as gas for this vehicle of chaos. Right? You can't manifest anything without the emotional, spiritual energy. So they need that energy to manifest, because without that, it's just a vehicle. It's just an empty vehicle, empty vessel. It's not going to go anywhere. All right. So on the contrary, guys, on a smaller scale, you can do the same thing for yourself. You do it every single day. You can use your energy to create a positive reality for yourself or a negative, benevolent or malevolent, whatever one you want to experience. So not only is it spiritual warfare collectively, but even individually in your life it is too. Because you got to battle these negative thoughts every single day just to make yourself happy and to make sure you're living righteous, and to make sure that you are, doing what you got to do. It's a battle every single day you wake up. So we got to learn how to protect ourselves, but you can't protect yourself if you don't know what you're protecting yourself from. And this is what this video is for, so that you know what it is now. All right? Don't let nobody come in and take your energy. I don't care how close they are to you, how much you love them. If you feel like they're taking your energy, or you always feel low around them, get out of there. All right? Some folks don't know, but a lot of folks do know what they're doing. All right? You are the source. These vampires need your energy, man, because they don't have none for themselves. All right? So keep on creating your light from within, man, and projecting the reality that you want. If you need help, make sure that you ask for help. Ask for guidance. Go within. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So ask the Most High within, your higher self, to guide you and protect you. And don't allow anything that's against you to use your energy as a weapon. All right? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's what this talking about, baby. No weapon against me. There ain't no weapon that's more powerful than you, because your energy is the key. Okay? So with that being said, guys, I hope this video can help you out. I hope this answers your question. If you need to speak with me one-on-one, I do one-on-one consultations. So I'll leave my link in my description. You have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out. Peace.